State and run down the games real quick. So look, man, we back in the building. Monday night wrap up show, week 10, and man, it's I don't know. We had a mixed bag this week. We had some crazy upsets, some big disappointments, some not so big disappointments, and surprisingly, the Washington football team got a W. They were double-digit underdogs, and so that was a pleasant surprise for the week. But other than that, man, let's jump right into it.
Please do. Let's go.
And look, as we watch this Monday night massacre unfold, and I use the term massacre because I'm watching Garoppolo earn enough points to push me out of first place in the league for the week for the high score payout. So I'm not too happy about that. Oh, man,
that boy Sammy, man, he is real life Devo.
Oh, Devo Samuel.
Yeah, he just be punking it. He just be punking receivers. He remind me of Tim. You remember Tim?
Yeah, I remember.
Wilkins?
I talked to him. Who was that? Somebody.
That was me.
A bitch line call.
Highlights from the Redskins game. We ain't none of us called Antonio Gibson. He went off.
I had him in the lineup. That's only because I had to. I ain't about to put in it.
So if you would have bet,
I had DeAndre Carter in one of my leagues.
If you would have bet $100 on Washington, you would have won $350.
Let me just say this. Well, get this out of the way. Sleeper King Jose.
Don't wear crown.
I would no longer doubt your skill set, sir.
We can't. As soon as Carter caught that touchdown, I was like,
I couldn't get to my phone quick enough. I
was like, daggone Sleeper King did it again. Made me look like a fool.
And then when
you saw Agnew.
When I saw Agnew return, had that long run, I was like, God damn it. This dude pulled one out the back of the trunk.
if Gene was here, he would be like, you had to hit on one of them. You was calling all these names. You're gonna have to hit on one of them.
Man, and look, and then the one long shot that I had, Matt Ryan, that I thought he was on a high street, man, he flamed off like a bag of Cheetos, man. This dude, again, it's crazy. So, man, that's it.
Oh, let's go.
So what's the current?
There we go.
What's the score right now?
My bad. Ooh, I like that.
Right now, 21-7.
That's my $275
over the Rams. And this is the top of the third quarter. What you got? I got 15 minutes in the third right now.
14:35.
Second half just beginning, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then I see Elijah Mitchell just had a run for 17 yards.
Call him 275. Now, if he runs for 275 in one game, I'm gonna play those numbers.
Hey, look. So let's get into probably the worst game of the day. This daggone 16-16 tie between Detroit and Pittsburgh. I'm not even sure what to say about this. I will say this: DeAndre Swift. Very rarely do you get a guy run for 130 yards and he only scored 13.5 points and had PPR, but DeAndre Swift found a way to do it. 130 yards rushing at that. And on the Steelers side, Najee Harris eclipsed 100 yards, had 105 and 20 yards receiving as well. Mason Rudolph, if you happen to stream him, he gave you a decent outing with 16.2 points, 30 for he threw 50 passes. Good gracious. Threw 50 passes and ended up with 30 for 50, 240. He threw 50 passes, had 242 yards passing, but he had 36 yards rushing. So I wasn't expecting that. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot. Frymouth was a disappointment. We had your quarterback threw 50 passes, he only caught 5, and he had 31 yards receiving. He did get 9 targets, so that's a good thing. Deontay Johnson had 13. It was a target bonanza, but not much production. Let's see. Anybody else worth talking about? Golf stunk as usual. 14 to 25, 114 yards. That sounds like a little league game. Another disappointment. The Sleeper King Jose called was he said he didn't like Hawkinson this week. I laughed at that one. So that was another good call. All right, man.
Gave him a donut.
Hey, I had
a donut. He couldn't give me one 10-yard catch.
Hey, I'm with you on that, Ronnie. I had Gesicki. Gesicki had 11 targets, 0 donut. Yeah, man. He couldn't get a catch. He couldn't get a run.
11. I forgot about that. He did have 11 targets in the donut. No, go ahead.
No, I got something to say, but I'm gonna wait till we get to that game.
All right, next up, Cleveland got massacred by the Patriots. 45 points. I wonder how OBJ felt about this game after Baker, was all high after the last game. Like, oh man,
right.
Put the distraction behind us, and we got things going, and they came out and got massacred in New England this weekend. And the only bright spot was Dearness Johnson, who once again I am terribly disappointed that I let him go far too early. I just couldn't figure out a way to keep him on the roster. I probably should have cut Dagon Gibson to keep him on the roster. They pretty much had the same amount of points each week up until this week. He was the only bright spot for Cleveland. I'm a firm believer, and I think you might have said this 2 turns. I don't care how many receivers they lose. I'm not putting no faith in Landry, Peoples-Jones, or none of those pass catchers. In Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Ain't no telling what you gonna get out of that crew. Austin Hooper did catch 1 touchdown. Baker went out early in this game. I think it wasn't a shoulder injury. I forget exactly what the injury was.
His feelings was hurt.
Oh man, that sounded about right.
I know one person I'm curious. He's starting to really make some. So he's starting to get on my Sleeper King radar. Kendrick Bourne.
Look, let me go ahead and make a note of that.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of catches and touchdowns. Mm-hmm. He had like 2 touchdowns today. This past weekend. Last week he had a touchdown. He threw for 1 the week before, I believe.
I will say, I'm gonna take some credit for Stevenson. I knew
I was with you on that one.
New England was gonna run all over him, but I thought it was gonna be Brandon Bolden. He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt early, and Stevenson just ran wild. So I'm gonna take a little bit of credit on that because can't predict the injury, but New England running game did go off. Because the week before that, Mixon went off on him.
Oh,
so I think they just seem to run on right now.
Their running game definitely, man, went off. Ramondre Stevenson did his thing. He had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have had 80 yards in like the first half. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
He was close. He was close to 100 before halftime. So
and he's sitting right on our waiver wire in the league,
chilling. Oh man!
I be looking at my team and I be looking at the points. I be like 5, 7. I look on the waiver wire. I be like 19, 25. I be like, what am I doing?
Then when you pick them up, it be 5, 6.
Right. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yep. I see Kendrick Bourne. I see him. He ended up with 43 yards rushing, 98 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Oh man, check this out. Jacoby Myers caught a touchdown.
Oh,
First
he did?
one ever. Yep. First touchdown ever in his career. And he gave you his regular stat line too. He had 4 catches, 49 yards. But he got, instead of a 2-point conversion, he finally got a touchdown. And the crazy thing is that he wasn't even Mac Jones didn't even throw it to him. It was Brian Hoyer that threw it to him. So he caught a touchdown pass with the backup quarterback. So oh man, I in one of my leagues I did have Hunter Henry, and as I mentioned before, he's touchdown dependent, and he got me 2.
You said
that,
yeah.
Yeah.
4 receptions. He had 4 receptions, 37 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So
I'm playing him next week.
So that's I'll take it. Mac Jones, man, he is he almost. Somebody did make a point. He is almost playing. They're almost trying to play him like they played Brady early on when he first took over, and they basically just run the ball, play good defense, because he had three touchdowns, but he only had 198 yards passing and with 23 attempts. So I think Belichick might be going back to that Brady formula early in his career. Like, look, you just be efficient, make the plays when they're there, and we'll handle the rest of it. So
videos
next
of
game
Trent Dilfer.
The Minnesota Vikings, they actually beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Man,
This was your
Chargers,
this is your game, right, Terrence? This is
I called this game, man. This was supposed to be my barn burner. It ended up being a campfire. It was nothing.
Man, the Chargers offense, man, they can't stretch. For some reason, they can't stretch the field. They playing like he Drew Brees in his last couple of years. He just dumping the ball up. I'm like, you got to do with a cannon back there. I'm surprised they not opening up. Keenan Allen gave you 8 for 98, but Mike Williams, I don't know if it's the injuries or the fact that they keep trying to throw them long passes to him. They only had 4 for 33. Eckler did get you 1 touchdown receiving, and he got 44 yards rushing. So he was double digits. Herbert was a disappointment. Under 200 yards passing, 1 interception, 1 TD. For Minnesota, though, Dalvin Cook paid dividends.
Dalvin Cook running like he got a charge against him.
Mm-hmm.
Running for his life right now.
Justin Jefferson, 9 for 143 on 11 targets. Adam Thielen, Adam Thielen had 5 for 65. He's touchdown dependent, so he didn't get a touchdown this week, but he did have 7 targets.
Justin Jefferson, the stats do not show how good this dude is. Like he is.
Oh, he's killing it.
Like he's legit, man. He making catches. I'm like, how did you even get that? You wasn't even in position.
Right. Oh no,
you know what I mean?
He's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Those LSU boys, man, they know how to catch.
I will say this.
Conklin
one
was
of Jose.
good too.
Yeah, Conklin. He had 3 receptions, 2 touchdowns, 11 yards. So if you played him, he definitely paid dividends, and he didn't need a whole lot to do it either. I got to take a hit at Jose when I can, since he's been hitting his sleepers. KJ Osborne, 1 target, donut. So you can't get them all right, Jose.
I'm gonna take the line from Terrence, man. I just didn't know the script. I gotta get the script. Once I get the script, I know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, my script was off on this one. This game, the Dallas game, ended up being the game, for Dallas players. But
oh man, look, so the next game they call this the Rust Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks versus the Green Bay Packers, and man, did Russell Wilson look rusty.
Man,
I just knew Tyler Lockett was in for a big day.
I thought he was gonna be. Look, I started him in daily. I started him. Started him everywhere.
Man,
I
missed him. I missed him everywhere I could miss him. That's for sure.
You was missing him like Russell Wilson was missing him.
Man, he was bad. He had 161 yards passing with 2 interceptions. Good gracious. And Metcalf and Lockett combined for basically 50. What is this? 52 points. 52 yards receiving between the two of them. Joe Everett outpaced both of them together with 8 receptions, 63 yards. Let's see the type of day it was for him. Oh man, listen, Terrence, I'm letting you know now. We not gonna see eye to eye on this AJ Dillon thing. Man, cut the dude, Terrence pick him up. Not only did he have 66 yards rushing with 2 TDs and 62 yards receiving. Now my man Aaron Jones is out.
You've been calling that all year.
No.
You've been calling that all year. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep AJ Dillon.
Trying to get that dude back on my team. I've been hoping Terrence have an injury or something. He had to let him go.
Well, I ain't let nobody go. I see my other man I let go is going off for Jose.
Corey Davis?
Nah, from New Orleans.
Oh, Deontay Harris? Yeah.
Yeah. So Jones out 1 to 2 weeks.
Oh, let's go.
No, your TV ahead of mine. Come on, man.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Just disrespectful with Andy. Oh man.
I gotta sit here and watch this. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, that's Debo. Okay.
So man, it's so it looks like it's getting ready to be the AJ Dillon show for a minute, for at least a couple weeks, more than likely. Devontae Adams, he had 7 for 78 on 11 targets, so he's still getting his
look. When Terrence dropped him like Deontay Harris, right? I scooped him up as quick as I could before he realized what he did.
Yeah, he was hurt. I dropped him when he was hurt. That's why I dropped him.
I definitely saw him. I was like, hold up, okay.
Yeah. Next game up, the New Orleans Saints lost to the Tennessee Titans. Man, Tennessee still running off W's, even though what's his name, Derrick Henry been out. They still balling. I have no idea where Marcus Johnson came from this week, but he ended up with 100 yards receiving on 5 receptions, 6 targets for Tennessee. Man, this backfield for Tennessee, I don't know where you're gonna get him. I guess who would you guys go with? Rather have Deontay Foreman, Adrian Peterson, or Nichols? I'm pretty sure neither one of you want Nichols because I got him and he ain't done nothing. So.
Peterson.
You still want Peterson over?
Yeah, because he'd be the end zone. He'd be the end zone running back. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm avoiding all of them.
Yeah,
that's too many people back there.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Mark Ingram filling in for Kamara. He ended up with 47 yards rushing, 1 TD, and 61 yards passing. He's not even known for catching passes out the backfield, so he had a nice day. Y'all buying Trevor Siemian?
Yeah.
Oh, is he just playing a weak Tennessee defense?
Weak Tennessee defense.
It's hard to trust it because you don't know how long he's going to stay the quarterback. You know what I mean? So I think that's why he's still on our waiver wire, because people are like, next week it's going to be somebody else. So
he ended up with 2 right under 300. He was at 298, 2 TDs, so he had a nice little outing. Oh man, the Traquan Smith and Callaway caught a touchdown this week. Deontay Harris, Jose's favorite free agent pickup, 3 receptions, 84 yards. He did have a fumble, but he's definitely shown he had big play capability. Let's see. Next up, Carolina. Man, this Carolina-Arizona game. It's another game that I completely have no idea what was going on. James Conner was able to salvage his day with 1 rushing touchdown. He had 39 yards and 25 rushing, 25 yards receiving for Arizona, but that was it. Kirk had 7 catches for 58 yards. But Benjamin, wasn't that one of yours, Jose? One of your sleeper? He disappointed. He had 6 rushing attempts for 22 yards and 1 target. Man, Rondale Moore, 2 receptions, 10 yards. AJ Green, 1 reception, 4 yards. I don't even know why they showed up. Christian McCaffrey, CMC, man, he got busy. Good gosh, this dude. Listen, he coming back off an injury, and within 2 weeks he had 95 yards rushing, 66 yards receiving on 10 catches. Like that's ridiculous. Chuba Hubbard even got in the end zone this week. That's how good he was feeling. Robbie Anderson got in the end zone this week. Arizona was giving out gifts.
Yes, I saw the press conference. That was funny.
Yeah, man. So it was basically like, look, who wants something? Cam came in, got a touchdown pass and a run. I guess Arizona didn't even bother to show up this week. They lost 34-10. So, oh man, look, next game, Kansas City, Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they fell behind and just couldn't keep up. Mahomes got back off his I don't know, man, his dark cloud. He finally shook and was able to come back out and throw for 406 yards, 5 TDs. My boy Darrell Williams got busy. He put me in the mix for top scorer this week. He was considering that Hawkinson gave me a donut.
And
AJ was like receiving. What you say, Jose?
I don't know who this D. Williams is from Kansas City. Oh man. I thought Waller was gonna go off. I thought it was gonna be like a go back and forth type of play.
Man, I can't understand why they couldn't give him the ball. They he had 7. I would expect them basically. They was using him to open up the rest of the field, but man, I'm like, you got to feed your stars, and he's the one star that they have out there. Brian Evans did end up with 88 yards and 1 touchdown, and Hunter Renfrow had 46 yards and 1 touchdown for Las Vegas. But oh man, what was Deshaun Jackson doing, Jose, as a fellow receiver? Did you see when he caught that long pass and fumbled?
Nah, I honestly
he caught it, and then he caught it and almost like he forgot where he was on the field and like started running backwards. I was like, I had no idea. Like,
unless he thought
what he was doing.
I gotta look at it. Unless he was doing his thing. That's his trademark when he's like running real fast and he turns around before he goes to the touchdown.
Man,
I don't.
Like he like almost like literally ran back the other way, and allowed the guy to catch him. I'm like, with the speed he had, he could have just kept going. But anyway,
yeah,
that's how he ended up fumbling. I'm back out there playing around. But man, I'm glad to see Pat Mahomes got off the, got off his little downturn. Tariq Hill, I'll be watching Tariq Hill, and I'm like, why can't somebody just cover this guy? 7 receptions, 83 yards, 2 TDs, and it's like, look,
he just looked fast when he walks.
I'm pretty sure that's probably how like folks was looking at Mike. Yeah, they probably like how they were looking at Mike Jordan when he was playing, man. MJ was playing. Like, why don't somebody just guard him? Like, put a hand up.
Right.
It's not working.
Hold him.
For real. You got anything on this game terms at all?
Nah, I mean, yeah, man, he back. He back.
Kelsey had a good game. They featured him early in this game. He had 10 targets, 8 receptions, 119 yards. So that was good to see.
If they keep playing like that, man, it's gonna be ugly.
Like Terrence said, they were trying not to peak too early. All right, man. So the game of the week, upset of the week. Tom Brady,
yes,
brought Tampa Bay into DC. And they got put on display, as they say in the go-go. They got put on display and ran about a DC.
I wish we could run the clip of Jose right now, dropping all those nuggets.
Look, Turn looking crazy. It sounded crazy. Oh man, Jose, you been on the water too long, man. You must got boat legs. Speaking of what, you back home? Are you still?
Yeah, I'm back home.
When you get back?
I got back this morning.
Oh, okay.
I got back this morning like 10 o'clock.
If I was Bella, I'd have told y'all to go here without me and stay at grandma's house.
Oh yeah, she did.
Oh, she's still down there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a move out of made. Man, so
I miss it though.
I'm sure you do. Look, she ain't missing you just yet.
I know, right?
Grandparents down there spoiling her, giving her whatever she wants. So Washington wins, man. 29-19. I'll take it.
And they went. Yeah, they did good.
They even had a drive that was 10 minutes long. I think to close the game.
They said the longest of the season or something like that, right?
Listen, man, you got to put a little more time with this game right here. Like, get some stats, man. What did Gibson do? What did Carter do?
Oh man, listen. Taylor Heineke.
What did McLaurin do?
Look, I actually don't think Taylor Heineke's stats really displayed the type of game he had, because he only threw for 256 and one touchdown. But man, he was making some plays that to keep some plays alive. That I was like, man, he looked like the playoff game from last year.
I know, right?
He was kind of just whatever. He was trying to win by any means necessary. It ain't had to look pretty. But Gibson he got back. Looks like that bye week helped him rest that fracture
right
in his shin. He didn't have great yards per carry. He only had 64 yards on 24 attempts, but he did have 2 TDs, and he caught 2 of his targets out of the backfield. I think everybody on the show thought that McKissick would have a nice game. And
I know,
based on script.
Oh my goodness!
But it didn't go that way. Oh man, DeAndre Carter, 3 receptions, 56 yards, 1 TD. I ain't gonna say you called that out.
10 wide receiver on the week. DeAndre Carter, called by Jose.
He went deep in the bag. He said, "Who?"
DeAndre Carter.
Honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I'm gonna give you the secret again. Look, I
Do
saw
you realize
script.
if you'd have said Jared Patterson, you'd have had more legitimacy. But you said DeAndre Carter and hit.
He wore number 1. He's a deep threat. Quarterback likes how he throws. I mean, likes how he runs. He gets separation. He plays kickoff and punt return. I like him because he played kickoff and punt return, so I get a lot of points. And I forgot to pick him up on the waiver wire.
Man, it's one guy. I ain't gonna say his name. I said it on here before, but
I already got him.
My
list.
If he available, I'm picking him up because in the pocket league, you get points for return.
Yep.
And he do his thing. Nobody's picked him up yet, and I think it's just because of the fact that because his name don't show up in regular formats.
I know who you talk about. And if it's not him, I'm gonna say this, right? The next person you need to get in our league, if anybody in our league watching, is Devoni or something like that from Ravens.
Duvernay,
yes.
Yeah, that's him.
You gotta pick him.
Yep. Look. At least between me and you, we don't have no money. So it's whoever got the best waiver pick up.
Right.
I just need somebody who don't have a budget. Who's got a budget not to hit this.
Honestly,
you still got some money left, don't you?
Man, I spend all my money on Hill. Take some Hill. And who else? Somebody else who got me no points. Who I ended up cutting.
Went shopping.
Yeah, I gotta use this money.
Man, so for Tampa Bay, I think most of us were saying we thought that Mike Evans would have a decent game, considering that Godwin was iffy and Brown was out and Gronk was out. He only had 2 receptions though, which is big, but he turned one of them into a touchdown, into a touchdown.
What about Tyler Johnson? I called him out.
He had 3 receptions, 17 yards. He did get 5 targets. Oh man, Leonard Fournette, he still is.
This was Terrence. This was Terrence Lock.
My locks was McLaurin, and Fournette was up there. I definitely thought he was going to be a top 3. My other lock paid off, which was Dearness Johnson.
So,
oh yeah.
I honestly thought Jacob. I had my lock with Jacob. I thought he was going to run all over them, man.
Fournette ended up with 47 yards rushing, 45 yards receiving. Man, Tom Brady, who would have thought just 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, only 220 yards passing. So look, I think, like I said, when we were talking about the game yesterday, I was like, look, the only reason I have any confidence that the Washington football team can win is after watching Denver go into Dallas and just thump a mud hole in they tail. I was like, oh no, this has got to be this
You
has got to
notice
be our
how
year.
Gene haven't shown up, right? When the whole Dallas thing in Denver and in Washington, he's
Red,
been missing.
yeah. Right.
I wanted to get him with the Washington today.
No, he how my man said on BMF, you can't stop the rain.
Man, that
When
song
it
stuck in
starts
my
to
head, and I don't even
pour.
watch the show.
Oh man. All right, man. Oh man, this is the bottom. I ain't even gonna spend a whole lot of time. Speaking of Dallas, damn, Atlanta decided they wasn't gonna show up at all. Like I mean, at all. Like how are you down big early, and then you still can't muster up a passing game at all? Like they call the dogs off. Like basically they give you anything you want underneath, and you in a negative game script, but you still can't put anything together.
Yo, so what I didn't realize, we missed a major point, and this is a storyline that I've been trying to follow that we should probably be talking about more. I didn't realize that Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator for
I did.
Dallas. I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
I mean, so that's a huge storyline where I'm sure he had his players hyped up where he was like, yo, we about to crush these mountains. And he got, he know how Matt Ryan go, you know what I mean? So he was like, this is what we gonna do. And obviously it worked, the number one defense for the week.
Man.
So
yeah, you're right about that. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Man, I knew it, but I was like, I didn't think it was gonna turn out to be 7 points.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you that coaching storyline is one that really you got to pay attention to more. That I'm trying to follow that a little bit more.
No, that's true. That may be more impactful than players who come back and play against their old teams.
See, that's what.
Oh yeah.
That's what I look at for like tendencies, like coaches' tendencies, like especially for players. Like if I see, let's say McVay went to a different team, he was coaching a different team. I already know the receivers are going to be coached well. It's going to be a passing team, deep balls, more to the outside receivers. On when I knew about Quinn, so I picked up Dallas defense because I knew Quinn. He plays the wide 9, but he's really a good defensive coordinator. He was defensive coordinator. So
you played Dallas defense this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
God,
they gave me some points.
Man, that's like a weekend winner right there, playing Dallas.
Another storyline that I like, but not really storyline, but teams who have their they got back-to-back home games. For some reason, that second home game, the defense plays a lot better. I don't know if it's because they got an extra day of practice because they don't got to travel or something like that. But like that's one of the that's been playing out for me a lot. That second home game for defense. So, and Dallas was on that second home game.
Yeah, man, it's hard to think about that considering they got whipped the previous home game.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know what? You just brought up a good point because they were talking about this whole week, right? They was talking about they were showing memes that Belichick don't forget, right? Because Belichick got fired from the Browns and he put it on the Browns.
See? Exactly. He probably looked for them every single time.
True.
Every single time he looked for them.
He came in the stadium. You can't stop the rain. Oh man,
that's hilarious.
Man, so Indianapolis, Jacksonville. In 23, what was it 23-17? Indianapolis pick up the win. Man, only thing I'm gonna say about this game is first of all. They were talking about James Robinson might not be able to play. He ends up with 57 yards rushing and a TD, 27 yards receiving. But then we get to the boy Jamal Agnew, a receiver who had 79 yards rushing and had 5 targets in the passing game. Didn't get any catches, but that shows he's active in the offense. Courtesy of our main man, Sleepy King Jose. When I saw him score that 66-yard, I was like, man, let me turn the TV off. Let me go do something else. Because I had him. He wasn't in none of my DFS lineup. I didn't have him on my roster, so I just see it's gonna be that type of day. Oh man, big one boy that keeps continuing to pay dividends is Dan Arnold. He had 5 receptions, 67 yards.
Yeah, I had Dan Arnold too. Yep, he's in like number 1 receiver. It's him and it's Arnold and then it's Agnew as targets, the highest targets.
So for Indianapolis, Jonathan Taylor continues his tear as the number 1 leading rusher in the league at 116 yards, and that's pretty much it for Indianapolis. Their defense stepped up. They had played a pretty good game.
I was disappointed, man. I thought Wentz was going to do well with.
I thought he was too. I thought him. I had Pittman Jr. as like one of my DFS locks. I think I had.
Yeah, me too.
Half my lineups.
Nah, but I'm telling you that it's their play calling. They, it's not a passing team. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. As long as they was in the lead, you weren't gonna put it up. He wasn't gonna put it up too often.
Yeah, but I was thinking he was gonna at least get a touchdown. Get a touchdown too. Like, nope.
Mm-mm. All right, man. Let's see. Next up, I think this will close us out, at least for the games. Is Philly. Denver comes off the big game against Dallas to have a letdown against Philly. If Denver would have won this game, they would have been undefeated in the NFC. They'd have won the NFC East. They'd have beat every team in the NFC East. But no, it wasn't gonna happen this weekend. Jalen Hurts, 178 yards passing, 2 TDs, and had 53 yards rushing. So he had a nice day. Jordan Howard, I think.
Terrence called that.
We would say he had 12 for 83. However,
Boston Scott take that one.
Had 11 for 81, and then 24 yards receiving. Oh man, listen, we poo-pooed him when his name came up, but I think Jose said he liked him. Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
I think you the only one that said you liked him. 66 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Because I knew the corner was out. I knew what's that rookie corner? Surtain Jr. or whatever. The second.
Oh, Pat Surtain.
Why you not dropping these nuggets though?
I know. What I mean? Look, hey Terry, listen. So he get a backdrop. He get a backdrop on Monday, but when Sunday we talk about it, like, look, yeah, Devontae Smith.
Right.
I was like, huh? How you said he's gonna drop his name and leave
number
it there?
6.
Right. No supporting argument, no nothing. Just
nothing. I like Devontae Smith. And just let it hang out there.
I started doing it.
Play him. Oh man. So for Denver, not too many bright spots, man. Only thing I can say is Jerry Jeudy did have 9 targets, and Noah Fant had 6 targets, 5 for 59. Albert O, he had 3 receptions for 77 yards at tight end as well. But other than that, not too much to talk about. Steady Teddy didn't do a whole lot either. But man, that's the rundown for the weekend. The Sunday slate of games, and we talked about Thursday night already. But look, at this point, fellas, I'm gonna exit and let you guys take over the broadcast and get into this week's waiver pickups.
It's gonna be real quick.
It's gonna be real. Oh, how many you got? You gonna run some down real quick?
I got 2.
All right, who you got?
It ain't gonna work for our league though because I already got him. AJ Dillon, number 1. And then the other one is Cam Newton. So if you in a 2 quarterback league, you got to get him because you saw the video. He's back, and it looked like it's gonna be a fun ride for the rest of the season with Cam Newton. So there you go.
Jose, keep it to 3 to 5. Who you got?
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna do.
You got Agnew, so you can't use him, and you got Carter, don't you?
Yeah, you can't use them.
Who
All
you
right,
got?
so
Don't pull a turn.
I was gonna pull. No, I was gonna pull them two. Okay, I could say.
Who? Give me three outside of those two.
Arnold. He's being consistent. Dan Arnold's being consistent. Kendrick Bourne, and one more. OBJ.
OBJ ain't no free. He ain't on nobody's way to wire.
Oh,
Matt Breida though. Matt Breida, I'll give you one that nobody that's still on the free agency. Matt Breida.
Oh hell no. That was just a one thing. That's a one deal, one time thing.
Okay, all right.
I hate to say the terms. I mean, yeah. I hate to say that I'm rolling with Saber King Jose on this one.
Okay. I mean,
what about Ramondre Stevenson? Anybody got him on the team?
I mean, he should be picked up. Yeah, he should be
exactly,
picked up.
Yeah.
I called him in the beginning of our first episode.
But it depends on how long Harris gonna be out too, though.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So
I think somebody's supposed to be coming back. Who's that? The receiver from Detroit. Never mind. Don't get about Detroit. Yeah, don't get about Detroit.
Nah, man. Listen, as long as golf back there, nah.
Right.
That's like Cleveland. You don't want nobody and then pass.
Oh,
again, that's for sure.
Jeff Wilson Jr. If he's a free agent, pick him up. He's playing right now. He's their backup running back, but he gets some good playing time. Number 22. And then Gallman had 15 carries for 22 for 55 yards. But honestly, if you need that's deep. That's deep if you need them.
Man, look, I'm gonna end on this. So I got one league where you play. Y'all might know Christian Frostberg. He got a league where you play defensive player, individual defensive players, and a salary cap. I had a linebacker who posted a donut. Like, how you play linebacker in the NFL and don't get any points? Like, you can't be a starting linebacker and not make one play.
Is he a middle linebacker? Outside linebacker?
This is Singleton, so he's I think he's outside, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
but not make one play.
It can happen, man. It can happen. I play in a league with defensive players.
A donut at linebacker. That's not even supposed to be possible.
I have Perryman.
Anyway, I need Josh Norman to pick up the pace. He had 2 tackles right now. But
oh my goodness, man! You can pick somebody else other than Josh Norman.
I forgot to drop him and didn't realize. I forgot to swap him out.
That's a stiff arm king right there.
That was man, they be baptizing that dude with that stiff arm. Yeah. But yeah, so that's it, man. I appreciate it, fellas. Thanks for jumping on and making it fun as usual. And so we'll see how the San Fran game goes. Hey, y'all think Garoppolo can get enough negative points to bring me back up on top before the game?
He always do an interception, but I hope we don't do it.
You are you? Nah, because they ain't got to throw no more, so he ain't getting no sacks or no interception. So, did he already pass you?
What is he at right now? I'm looking.
He got one touchdown. I don't think he passed. Let me see. This is gonna be fun.
I can't see Gene's point though. Let me see.
I can see it. Hold up.
Nah, I'm ahead of him by I think maybe 2 point something, 2.3 or something.
He got 130.7.
Oh yeah, I think you good.
Yeah.
Then.
No, he gonna beat you.
Nah, it's fourth quarter. It's fourth quarter. It's the start of the fourth quarter.
He need 3 points to beat you.
They need
to pull him out of the game.
Put Lance in.
I think you gonna hold on to it, Rodney.
I don't know,
man. Look, if I hold on to it, I'm gonna cut a whole fool in the text group. Oh man! All right, fellas, man. Let me get on out of here.
Right,
get back up the road.
Man.
Y'all take it easy.
Right.
Peace out
Later.